All right.
All right, can you hear me?
Yep, can you hear me?
I can hear you. All right, so now we're going to turn on our avionics. So radio comes on to about the 1 o'clock position. GPS, same thing, about a half a turn.
All right, and it says wait for clutch light out, circuit breakers in.
Okay, clutch light's still on. While we're waiting for that clutch light, we can listen to our weather or set up our GPS or both. So we hit enter when it says OK question mark. And then we got a message blinking. So we'll hit message, route waypoint locked. Then we hit nav. And then it's going to acquire satellites. Alright, so clutch light's still on. I'm going to turn the radio down so we can listen to the weather clearly. COM2 is our weather, which is in our GPS frequency.
Okay.
So COM2.
For runway 25, no straight out VFR departures at end of runway, track 230 degrees to avoid residential areas.
So the most important things for us is wind and the atmospheric pressure.
Right.
Auburn Municipal Airport, automated weather observation 2237 Zulu. Wind calm, visibility.
Wind is calm, okay.
10. Sky condition clear below 12,000. Temperature 18 Celsius. Dew point 10 Celsius. Altimeter 3022 inches of mercury.
Okay, so
Remarks.
at the end it said altimeter 3022 inches mercury. So we always turn that little Colesman window is what that's called.
Right.
To 3022 or whatever they say on the AWOS.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe on it says that, wait for clutch light out, it says warm up RPM, 70-75%.
All right, clutch light is out. The circuit breaker is still down. We're good. We'll roll it up with the throttle all the way to 75. Clutch light came on for a minute. We'll wait before we do anything till it goes out.
Is that just because it's trying to tighten back up?
Yep. Okay.
Engine gauge is green.
We got you.
All right, so oil pressure, oil temp, cylinder head temp, they're all in the green. We're good to go.
Mag drop at 75 RPM.
All right, so the mag drop or magneto is we're going to turn the key to the L, count 2 seconds, and we're going to make sure it doesn't drop more than 7% and then turn it back to both. And then we do the same thing with the R. So it's left and right. We're shutting off one of those generators, those magnetos,
right.
Each one at a time. So we turn it to L, 1, 2, looked good, back to both. And then we let the RPMs come back up, 75, good. Turn it over to the R, 1, 2, back to both. Didn't get more than 7% drop, we're still good.
All right, carb heat, cat rise, drop set as required.
All right, carb heat. We pull the carb heat. The carburetor air temp gauge should come up. All right, temperature is increasing, good. We want to make sure it closes as well. We push it back down. Carburetor temp comes back down. All right, so that's working properly.
All right, sprag clutch check, needle split.
So for this one, I'm going to roll up to 80 and then roll the throttle off pretty quickly. And we want to see the engine tach drop below the rotor tach. So we'll roll up to 80 and then roll it off. Good.
All right, doors, if installed, closed and latched.
Okay. Yeah, your door's pretty tight. You got to pull on it kind of hard. Got it?
Yep.
All right.
Limit map chart check.
Okay, so the manifold pressure chart is this one. And so we get our air temperature here, 20 degrees.
Is that Celsius or?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we spin the Colesman window to 29.92. And that's our pressure altitude, because that's what that chart's based off of. So about almost 1,300 feet. And we want to make sure we put it back to field altitude, or 3022, because that's our actual altitude.
Okay.
So pressure altitude's 1,300 at 20 degrees.
So when you turn it to the one that you just turned it to, it like locks it in and then you turn it back, or?
No, so when you turn the altimeter at any point, even if you're flying or wherever you are, if you turn it to 29.92 in this little window,
right,
that tells you what your pressure altitude is.
Traffic.
Oh, so it's more like, you're at 1,500 feet, but it's more like...
Yeah, so the atmospheric pressure right now is as if we were at almost 1,300 feet
okay.
in normal conditions. It's kind of hard to explain, but you'll go over that in your studies as you go. And that's how pressure altitude is determined by what 29.92 inches of mercury.
Okay. Now to the south, 2,500 feet.
So
inbound for 25 Auburn.
At pressure altitude at 20 degrees, we go back to this chart. So 20 degrees here, Not quite 2,000, not quite sea level. It's going to be about 22.4, halfway between 22.2 and 22.6. Okay, so that's our continuous power. It's 22.4.
Okay.
And then our maximum 5-minute power, we add 0.9. So that's 23.3.
I'm at 2,800
And
feet.
Cyclic collective friction off.
okay, so the friction comes off on the cyclic. I want to make sure that I have it nice and tight between my legs, so I've got it in control. Collective friction comes off, and then we get completely on the controls, and then read through the rest of that. And we're not going to do any of it, just read it, and then tuck that away, and we'll do.
Governor on, increase throttle, RPM 102 to 104%. Warning lights out. Lift collective slightly, reduce RPM, horn light at 97%.
Okay, so go ahead and tuck that away.
4,270 PPA, inbound line 4525, Albert.
And go ahead and get full on the controls with me. Both feet. And then turn on the governor for me, the switch at the end of your collective there. There we go. And we're going to roll up to just past 80. The governor's going to take over.
Mile marker right in front of us. Auburn traffic 91 lane.
Alright, we're going to wait for that clutch light to come out. We're going to raise the collective just a tiny bit, just that much right there. And then we're going to roll down to 97, listen for the horn. Okay, collective down, let the RPM come back up. Alright, everything's looking good. Warning lights are out, needles are married, gauges are in the green, fuel is good, carb heat is out of the yellow. We're clear to the left, we're clear to the right. We'll start to pick her on up with our nice 2-stage pickup. So we're introducing some collective, nice and slowly. And as the helicopter moves, we're going to stop pulling collective and fix the movement. So we got a little bit of rotation to the right, so left pedal. We're going to pull it up some more, a little more left pedal. Alright, now we just got a little bit of forward slide, so we'll bring the cyclic back a little bit. And we come up nice and straight. Lights out, needles married, gauge is green, fuel is good, carb heat's out of the yellow.
Southwest, inbound landing on 45, 25 Auburn.
Man, that guy's got an obnoxious radio. Alright, we'll cruise right on out here, nice and slow. Tail is clear to my left.
One traffic, 1593 Yankee, 3 miles south for runway 30.
That guy doesn't know where he is.
Oh, you say he doesn't know where he is?
Yeah, he said Auburn traffic, but then he said the wrong runway.
Oh.
We don't have a 3-5.
You have a
okay.
7 and a 2.5, right?
Correct. Yeah, he'll learn that when he gets here.
Auburn traffic, Scott 91 Mike is 6 miles out now, 2,500 feet, inbound coming in from the south, Auburn traffic.
So when you use your tablet, are you using like iFly or something, or
4-flight.
4Play?
Yeah, that's the popular one. It works brilliantly. And it has everything that I would ever need to fly a helicopter and more.
And you just hit waypoints and it calculates for you, or do you have to manually enter it, or?
It pretty much calculates it all for you. Yeah, you just tap and go, just like Google Maps. All right, got a plane coming in from the south. Otherwise, downwind's clear. Base looks clear, final looks clear. Looks like we're good to go. We'll go ahead and make our...
Auburn traffic, 57473, 4 mile, 45 southwest, inbound landing for 25 Auburn, 2,800 feet.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, taking off 25 for left closed traffic, Auburn.
Wind traffic 1593 Yankee, heading left downwind through runway 25.
Alright, final still looks clear. We can cruise on out to our center line here.
Auburn traffic, Grumman 74416. We're about 10 to the southwest.
Lining up.
Coming in on a 45 for...
Lights are out, needles are married, gauges are green, fuel is good, carb heat's out of the yellow. So for the startup, we don't pull for collective, we just gently nudge it forward.
Miles out now, 2,500 feet coming in from the south, 425, full stop Auburn.
And we're going to start to get some better air here. Helicopter's going to shudder a little bit, try to move around. There we go. When we start to get into ETL, we can afford to push more because we're getting more efficient. And we can use that to build airspeed.
That's where the nose kind of drops a little bit.
Yep.
Points down a little bit.
Alright, we're looking for 45 knots. There it is. And we let that nose come up a little bit. We still want to be accelerating though, so we don't want to bring the nose up too much. There we go. Now we're looking for that 60 knots and that 500 foot rate of climb. There's 60, 500 foot. Everything feels good, looking good.
Open traffic, 153 Yankee, turning left base for runway 25, open.
We're in traffic, Scott 91 Mike's about a 2.5 mile 45 at 2,500 feet inbound for the 45 for 25.
All right, there's 1,800 feet, so that's our 300-foot turn. Clear right, clear left. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning left, crosswind 25, got the inbound traffic in sight, no factor, Auburn.
Kilo, I have the inside, I'm about to turn downwind, 25 Auburn.
All right, so that's the guy I was talking to right here.
All right.
And we're gonna make sure we come in behind him. So we're still trying to do 60 knots, 500-foot rate of climb. We're just coming through 2,000 feet.
We're about
clear to the right.
4 miles to the southwest, coming into the downwind on the 45 for 25.
Open traffic, 1593 Yankee, turning left final for runway 25.
We're in traffic, Scott 91 Mike is going to be turning in, following the Cessna in the downwind, and I've got
And
the
you're
red helicopter.
trying to stay on the left side of, what is this, Airport Road, or?
1 second here. Roger, thank you. Helicopter 86 Golf Charlie. We're on a low, tight left downwind, 2,100 feet. We'll stay inside of your pattern. We'll be using the parallel taxiway to keep clear of you guys. Auburn.
Traffic, Scott 91 Mike is turning into the...
So yeah, we got this guy here, and then we got a guy right behind us as well.
Okay.
And he was saying I got you in sight, so I wanted to make sure that he knew I heard him and was talking to him.
Up tap, please.
Thank you.
So that's Bell Road right there.
Yep, yeah. Sorry about that, yeah.
Oh, no, you're good.
We just crossed over New Airport. And we want to make sure that we're not climbing up too much here. Alright, so our pre-landing checks, we got our lights are out, needles are merry, gauges are green, fuel is good, carb heat's out of the yellow.
Going around 25 hours.
But we pull full carb heat. And we're going to go back to 60 knots, establish that visual rate of descent. And Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning left base for the parallel taxiway, 25 Auburn.
Traffic, Scott 91 Mike is extending the downwind to over Highway 80, and we're going to be turning base over Highway 80 for 25 Auburn traffic.
Alright, so a little busy right here.
Right.
25 Auburn.
That guy's coming in steep.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
Left crosswind, runway.
Yeah, he cut it really short. Clear right, clear left.
Traffic, Scott 91 Mike is on a left base, full stop 25 Auburn. We're out over Highway 80.
There we go. Auburn traffic. Helicopter turning right, crosswind to the north.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, final for the parallel taxiway 25 Auburn. Alright.
So you're coming in over the taxiway.
Yep.
Right downwind for 25.
So then you don't really have the use of those lights on the left side of that field?
Nope.
91 Mike is
Yeah, so what we want to do here is try to just maintain roughly a 500-foot rate of descent and just be gently bleeding off your speed. The goal is to pretty much lose your speed right as you get ground effect back. So ground effect is when we're in like a 3 to 5 foot hover pretty much.
Right.
It's technically extends higher than that, but it starts to diminish once we are
Traffic, Scott 91 Mike.
a lot higher than
Final
that.
full stop 25 Auburn.
So we're losing that effective forward airspeed, and now we're gaining ground effect. We're just going to gently pull in that collective and add left pedal, and bring her to a nice smooth stop.
Auburn traffic, Grumman 416, we're turning left base for 25 to Auburn.
Alright, I'm going to do a quick traffic check here.
I got somebody coming in.
Yep. And traffic short final in Auburn, are you full stop?
We are 91 Mike.
Roger, thank you. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, taking off parallel taxiway 25, left close traffic, Auburn. Alright, so one of the annoying things about training here is there's 3 schools and a lot of traffic, especially on weekends.
Right.
And helicopters technically need to avoid the flow of fixed wing traffic.
Right.
So we do our best not to cut these guys off and be nice.
Grumman 416, we're turning final for 25 Auburn.
Sometimes we just have to cut in front or get out of the way or do what we got to do to maintain proper traffic separation. And we're going to go around again. So again, 60 knots, 500-foot rate of climb. So I'm going to kind of...
Skyhawk 91 Mike is exiting 25 at Echo.
A little windy or?
No.
No?
We go to the left here so we don't overfly that building.
Right.
And that's just a noise abatement procedure. Clear right, clear left. Yeah, wind is still calm. I'm just going to gently transition into you flying these patterns rather than, me kind of helping you along.
Right.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, left crosswind 25, Auburn. I'll still make the radio calls because that's kind of a weird transition. It's awkwardly hard to learn how to talk on the radio and still fly the helicopter.
Right.
Alright, 2,000 feet, we kind of start this downwind turn, clear right, clear left. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning left downwind 25, Auburn. But as you learn to do the radio calls, you'll learn that it's the same call every time. It's who you're talking to, who you are, what you're doing, where you're doing it,
Right.
and what your intentions are, and then who you're talking to again.
Right.
So it always starts and ends with Auburn traffic.
And then is it different per airport, or?
Yeah, it's whatever airport you're talking to.
Runway 25.
Well, I mean, like, besides, like, the airport you have to call out, like, is it,
Oh no, it's all the same. It's the same type of call unless you're at a towered airport. Then you're talking to the control tower, and you actually talk a lot less.
right.
You kind of just respond to them and talk back what they're saying and do what they tell you to. It's nerving for some students to do that for the first time, but honestly, it's actually easier because you don't have to make all your pattern calls.
Right.
You just do what they say. They're like, all right, clear for the option, make right traffic. So you just take off, do a circle, and come back.
Right.
You don't have to say anything. All right, 2100, 70 knots, nice and level. Right about this white building with the blue ribbon. We're going to start our visual rate, so lights are out, needles are married, gauge is green, fuel is good, carpeet's out of the yellow, carpet full up.
Yeah, Auburn traffic.
So we start that visual rate, lower the collective, right pedal, bring the speed back to about 60, a little bit of aft cyclic. We can visually see that we're descending, we're slowing down, we're clear to the right, clear to the left, nice 90-degree turn. And I know you were talking about missing your mark a little bit, Robert, but I always like to make my base leg, Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, left base 25, Auburn.
Wind 25 straight out, Auburn.
Is to come right between this little valley here
Right.
and point right at that little dead grass patch.
Right.
And then again, 500-foot rate of descent, 60 knots. We're going a little fast, so I'm going to reel it back. And as we slow down, we got to lower the collective even more to maintain that descent rate, because as we bring the nose up, it wants to stop descending.
Right.
Clear right, clear left, nice gentle turn for final. And Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning final 25, Auburn. So this time we get to line up.
Traffic, Cessna 93 Yankee, left cross at 25, Auburn.
Line up with the runway.
See those lights?
Yep, we can use the PAPI lights now. We're a little right of center line, so I turned a little late, or just not sharp enough. That's okay. Alright, we're keeping that collective down. What's deceiving about the descent is the collective has to come down way more than you think it does.
Right.
To actually make sure the helicopter stays on your glide path, especially if you're inching the nose up a little bit to slow down. That means you have to bring down even more collective to keep that descent rate going.
So pulling back on the collective, inching the nose up.
Pulling back on the cyclic.
Oh, I mean, cycling.
Yeah, yep.
Traffic, Cessna 93 Yankee, left downwind 25, Auburn.
So again, the goal is to bleed off the rest of your airspeed right when you get into ground effect. And we're looking to come right between the 2 and the 5. And we don't want to force it to a stop. We don't want to come down with too much forward speed. And right about here, we're going to start bringing that collective back in, left pedal, keep the nose straight, let it come to a stop on its own. Oh yeah, right between the 2 and the 5.
Nice.
All right. All right, so I'm going to have, again, transition you to doing it more and more. So just nudge us forward just a tiny bit. Don't move the collective up. There you go. Try to keep us straight down the middle.
Oh.
Nice. Now we're starting to get into ETL. See how the nose comes up and wants to climb?
Yeah.
So just nudge it through it. There you go. Ease that cyclic forward. Don't let the nose go up. Just keep it forward, like right about here. There we go. And we'll stay low to the ground, and we'll build up to about 45. There's 45. Let it come up slowly, and keep pushing it forward. Actually, it's kind of deceiving again, because we want to climb, but we want to get up to all the way to 60 knots. There we go.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 93 Yankee, left base 25, Auburn.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, upwind 25, left close traffic, Auburn. So 60 knots, we're looking for that 500-foot rate of climb. Maybe a little bit of right pedal to keep the trim strings in the middle. There we go. Nice. Now that sun is penetrating.
Right. 670 kilometers from the parking area to the ski hangars.
All right, 1,800 feet. We're clear to the right, clear to the left. Nice, gentle 90-degree left turn.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 93 Yankee, final 25, Auburn.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, left crosswind 25, Auburn. Good, 60 knots, 500 foot rate of climb. Bringing it up to about 2,000 feet before we start this next turn. So we start the turn at 2,000. Ideally, we come out of it at 2,100 and we hold that altitude.
Right.
Clear right, clear left. So let's nudge the nose forward just a tiny bit. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning left downwind 25, Auburn. There we go, we're trading that climb power for speed power. You know, keep that nose forward a little bit more. There you go, good. And it's easy to stare at the gauges, but
You want to look out.
you want to be looking out as much as possible. That'll be your way to keep the helicopter stable, keep the horizon in the same spot of the windshield.
Auburn traffic, Grumman 416, departing 25, gonna line up and wait for the just landed traffic.
Alright. There we go, let's push that nose down just a tiny bit more. There we go, hold it right about there. Nice.
Am I too high?
A little bit, but that's all right. I'm not going to hold you super tight to these numbers just yet. We're just developing the practice of leveling it out on downwind, holding your airspeed, keeping it stable. All right, lights are out, needles are married, gauges are green, fuel is good, carb heat's out of the yellow, carb heat comes full up. I'll do the carb heat for now, but I'm going to transition to having you let go of the collective and pull that carb heat. All right, so before we turn, we're going to get our visual rate of descent. So lower the collective, little right pedal, little aft cyclic. There you go. Keep bringing that cyclic back to about 60 and keep lowering that collective. Clear right, clear left. All right, let's go ahead and make our nice little turn through the valley here at the dead grass. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning left base 25, Auburn. Looking good. And we're about ready to turn final. Clear right, clear left. And Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning final 25, Auburn. All right, lining up with the center of the runway.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 150, Foxtrot, over Bald Hill, turning 45 on to runway 25.
All right, so now we're going to start bleeding off that speed, nice and gentle. Keeping that collective down. You'll find yourself almost like constantly lowering the collective a little bit, the whole way through final, because you're slowly, you know, like I said, inching the nose up, bleeding that speed off.
Right.
And you have to fight the tendency to climb again by continuing to lower the collective.
Oh.
That's all right. Just try to keep those corrections nice and smooth, nice and small. It came in a little hot. That's all right. I'm going to help you out a little bit here.
All right.
And I guess get a little bit of right pedal. Keep that nose straight. All right. So let's go ahead and just go around. So we'll just pull the collective in a little bit and we'll push forward. So that's like the hardest part of final approaches is that last like 150, 200 feet.
Right.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, taking off 25, left close traffic, Auburn. All right, 45, let the nose come up. Keep climbing though, keep building speed.
Auburn traffic, Skyhawk 1593 Yankee, taking off from runway.
You said we need to stay left, right?
Yeah, so we got to go a little bit left of the center line to avoid that building. And we don't go right.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 150, Foxtrot, turning left downwind, runway 25, Auburn.
And I got her in sight.
So that weightless filling, is that like it catching up to itself or something?
That's a little bit of you over controlling the nose.
Okay.
So you're going a little bit up and down with the nose.
Oh, okay.
And that's causing us to climb and then level and climb and level. And when we level out each time, you get that slight weightlessness.
Oh, okay.
But don't be worried, that's not nearly enough to get into low G. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, left crosswind 25, Auburn. There you go. Yeah, try to square it out, keep it a rectangle. There's 2100, clear right, clear left. Were you gonna say something?
Oh, no, I was just listening.
No worries.
I thought I was like turning too late.
All right, so yeah, push that nose forward, trade that climb for speed, Now collect is a little high, we'll lower it down just a little bit. There we go. Not too much. And Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, left downwind 25, Auburn.
So is that little bit of shake, is that just
Normal.
normal?
Yep. These things tend to shake a little bit when we speed up.
446 is 9 miles to the southeast. Will be joining 45 for 11.
Yeah, try not to let that nose creep up, because that'll cause us to climb and lose airspeed. So you can see we've got a climb in right now.
All right. Oh, okay.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 93 Yankee, left cross with 25, Auburn.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 150, Foxtrot, turning left base, runway 25, Auburn.
Our plane in front of us.
Yep. Alright, so let's lights out, needles merit, gauge is green, fuel is good, carb heat's out of the yellow, full carb heat. And we'll stay straight, we'll just lower that collective, right pedal, a little aft cyclic. A little more right pedal, there we go. Keep that collective coming down. Make sure we get that visual rate of descent, meaning we can tell outside that we're descending.
Right.
Clear right, clear left, and we're a little high up, but that's alright. Turn in left base here. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, left base 25, Auburn. Alright, so since we were a little high, we're going to hold more than 500 foot rated descent to get on our glide path.
Okay.
Clear right, clear left. And Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning final 25, Auburn.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 24261 on left downwind for runway 25, Auburn.
Yeah, once you get close to the ground, like you're saying, you can feel it want to like pull you certain ways.
Skyhook 153 Yankee, left crosswind, runway 25.
So try your best to keep it lined up with the center of the runway.
Auburn traffic,
Alright, let's stop descending so aggressively.
My bad,
That's
sorry.
alright, we're just coming in a little low now.
Downwind, runway 25.
Then we're going to just inch up the nose a tiny, tiny bit, start bleeding off speed.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 24261, turning left base for runway 25, Auburn.
There you go, speed bleed off is good, keep that collective down for now. Keep that nose straight with your pedals.
1 mile east.
And as we come in, start squeezing in that collective, nice and gentle.
Departure end of 17, planning center, right downwind for the county.
Alright, not bad, much better than the last one.
Traffic, Cessna 24261, turning final for runway 25.
Lights out, needles merit, gauge is green, fuel is good, carb beats out of the yellow. Gentle push forward. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, taking off 25, left close traffic, Auburn. There we go, waiting for 45 knots, there it is, and we'll let that nose come up a little tiny bit. Good. Alright, looking good, 60 knots, 500 foot rate of climb. There's 1,800 feet, clear right, clear left.
Kind of stayed a little right over that.
That's alright. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning left crosswind 25, Auburn.
Oh.
Auburn traffic 1593 Yankee, turning for final.
Alright, 2,000 feet, clear right, clear left. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning left downwind 25, Auburn.
Going way too slow.
That's alright. So you push the nose pretty far forward that time. You see how we kind of swooped down like that?
Right.
Whiskey's right base, 17.
Start going down towards.
So it's just a little, yeah, just a little too much forward. forward cyclic to correct that slow movement.
All right.
And yeah, we're just developing the visual mental memory of what it looks like to be flying at 70 knots. And then you'll check your gauges. We got a little bit of climb going.
Oh.
There you go. So you can either nudge it forward or reduce collective or both. But yeah, just keep those corrections nice and smooth and slow. Alright, lights are out, needles are married, gauges are in the green, fuel is good, carpeet's out of the yellow, carpeet comes all the way up. Hiya! Alright, right about here, we'll start our visual rated descent. Lower collective, little right pedal, little aft cyclic. That visual rated descent. Clear right, clear left. Nice gentle left turn. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning left base 25, Auburn. Clear right, clear left. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning final 25, Auburn. Alright, judging our landing slope here. You're inching up the nose a little bit, keeping the collective down. This time we're a little steep, but that's alright. So that just means we have to lower more and more collective.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 1593 Yankee, left downwind 25 Auburn.
Somebody behind us?
No, he's downwind. I got him in sight. We're good. Keep that collective down.
Oh.
There you go. Keep bringing us over to the left here. I overshot a little bit, but that's alright. As we bring that collective in, left pedal. Just let it come to a stop. We don't want to bring up the nose, especially when we're low to the ground, so we don't want to hit that tail. Alright, gentle nudge forward, lights, needles, gauges. We'll go around one more time, then we'll do some other stuff.
Oh.
We'll keep nudging it forward. We're getting into ETL, so push it forward even more. Good. Don't need to pull collective yet. Alright, good. Now we swing that nose up. Looking for 60 knots, 500 foot rate of climb. There you go. Try not to pull too much collective.
Oh.
What we want to avoid doing is pulling past that 22.
Oh, okay.
Because that's our continuous max power.
Okay, okay.
And then we have the 5-minute max power, which is 23. But for normal operations, we should never need to pull past that continuous power.
T12 on a 5-mile final, runway 30%.
We'll go a little bit, tiny bit to the left here to avoid that building. And we're at 1800 anyway, so clear right, clear left. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning left crosswind 25, Auburn. There we go, looking good.
County traffic, Cherokee Tripoli,
60 knots, 500 foot rate of climb.
Open traffic 1593 Yankee, doing a go around.
Clear right, clear left. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, left downwind 25, Auburn. Alright, there we go. Gentle push forward for speed. Nice. Losing that climb. That was perfect. Right at 2100 feet, we zeroed out our climb. Oh, don't let that nose come up.
Oh, there we go. We're climbing.
Auxiliary traffic, Boutique 327, flat at CT12 on a 2-mile final, runway 30%.
making corrections. Doesn't seem like you're staring at the gauges, which is really good.
Yeah, I'm trying to look out and check every so often.
Yep, that's the goal. Yeah, it would be impossible to fly this thing if you're just staring at the gauges the whole time.
Right.
Alright, we did climb up a little bit, but not too bad.
Oh.
Alright, lights are out, needles are married, gauge is green, fuel is good, car beat's out of the yellow. Car beat full up. Go ahead and start that visual rate of descent, lower that collective, right pedal, a little aft cyclic. Not turning yet, keep her straight. There you go. That collective all the way down until we're actually descending.
Alright, there we go.
There we go, clear right, clear left. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning left base 25, Auburn.
Wind traffic 1593 Yankee, turning left downwind.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 93 Yankee, left downwind 25, Auburn.
That's weird. Like two people made the same call for the same plane.
Oh, really?
Could be an instructor though. Clear right, clear left. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, turning final 25, Auburn. Alright, lining up with that center line. Keeping the descent going. Inching the nose up a little bit to slow her down. Keep dropping that collective, keep that descent.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 80 Foxtrot, 5 miles out on the 45, left traffic for 25.
So yeah, you started slowing down a little too hard.
Oh, okay.
And then didn't drop enough collective, so we almost stopped descending there for a second.
Oh, okay, okay.
There we go, so we'll get her back down to the ground here.
Landing, set over.
Yeah, back on track, a little more right pedal.
Open traffic.
And then we'll start pulling collective, keeping that nose level. And left pedal as we pull collective, there we go. Alright, my controls for a minute.
Alright.
Base traffic,
I have controls.
Yep, you have controls.
I have controls.
I will be behind you for the CC pad Auburn.
And Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie is low level, traveling from the runway to the taxiway at Delta, Auburn.
Open traffic 1593 Yankee, turning final for runway 25.
Alright, I just wanted to get out of his way, and that dude on the taxiway was going real slow.
CC helicopter 20, 2 mile final, 25, number 3 Auburn.
Alright, do me a little favor, would you push that car beat down? Thank you very much. Alright, so now we're going to do some quick stops.
3 miles out on the 45, left traffic for 25.
This is kind of a fun maneuver. So, what we'll do here is we'll go back to the Auburn. Hopefully this guy doesn't get in our way though.
One guy coming in? Or?
Yep. So what we'll do is we'll bring it to a stop. Nice little fancy pedal turn. Alright, come on the controls with me here. I'm going to show you what a quick stop is. It's kind of like a normal takeoff. We'll just lights, needles, gauges, fuel, car heat. So we just do a normal kind of takeoff. Or a normal takeoff profile, as we say. So we're going to push up, but we're only going to get up to 40 knots. Auburn traffic, helicopter 86 Golf Charlie, maneuvering low level over the parallel taxiway, Auburn. So there's 40 knots. We let it come up like normal, but then we lower collective to the level out at 40 feet. So 40 knots, 40 feet. And we're going to go aft cyclic, lower the collective, and right pedal, but a little more aggressively than a normal descent. We're going to do what we call the quick stop. So we go and quick stop, aft cyclic, lower collective, right pedal. And then we level it out before we come to a complete stop, let it sun come down, and then pull that collective and left pedal to cushion the landing. So that maneuver, people talk about how it's designed around the idea where if you're flying and you see wires,
Right.
the more practical reason for that maneuver is if you're doing a takeoff at a controlled airport
And somebody comes in on you.
and the tower says abort takeoff or stop immediately.
Right.
That's probably more likely the reason you're going to use that maneuver.
Or somebody doesn't call themselves out and they're right in front of you or something.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Some kind of traffic incursion, so you do that real quick.
Right.
Alright, so we'll wait till the CHP gets down so that their rotor wash doesn't mess with us. Alright, looks like we're clear, so we can go ahead and do one this way because winds are calm. We don't have to worry about a tailwind. You definitely don't want to do those with a tailwind. So we'll just nudge forward like a normal takeoff. Keeping that nose straight. And we'll get up to 40 feet, or 40 knots, sorry. And then we'll get up to 40 feet. There's 40, we'll bring that nose up and then lower the collective to stabilize at about 40 feet. Alright, and then again, when we're ready, we're going to go aft cyclic, right pedal, and lower collective, and try and maintain altitude while we do this stop until we get to that walking pace. So we go and quick stop. So aft cyclic, lower collective, right pedal, and then before we come to a complete stop, level it out, let it come down, and pull collective and left pedal.
Woo.
It's kind of a lot at once. And you know, there are bigger movements than what you're used to with normal pattern stuff.
Right.
But this maneuver is really good at teaching you the correlation of all three controls.
Right.
Because like as you go aft cyclic, to stay at altitude, you have to lower collective. As you lower collective, to maintain torque stability, you need right pedal to keep that nose straight. Alright. We might, yeah, I'll let him go. We'll do one more of those, and then we'll go do some hover practice.
All right.
And that'll be about good.
Hovering, oh boy. My best friend.
Oh yeah. Ooh, skirt.
Right.
It's always fun to judge airplane landings.
So is their goal to land on all three, or to put the back two down first? Or?
They do the rear. They ideally do the rear ones first. And there's a couple reasons for that.
In case I need to pull back up or something?
Well, yeah, the front gear is also fewer landing gear. There's less weight on the very nose of the aircraft, but you can kind of mess up that front gear if you land all the weight of it on the nose.
Right.
And they do what's called a soft field landing sometimes, where they practice landing like on grass.
Okay.
And if you land the nose at the same time, you can dig the nose gear in.
Right into the mud or something.
And flip the plane over, yeah. Alright, so same takeoff profile, normal takeoff, up to 40 knots. Go, 40 knots, bring up the nose.
Oh, a little hot.
Lower collective, that's alright, it'll bleed off again. Alright, we're stabilize. The easiest way to do this is to kind of just hang out in this, we call this a hover taxi.
Alright.
And make sure that you're not climbing, you're not speeding up, slowing down, you're not descending. And once you're nice and happy, then start the maneuver. If you try to start it when things are changing, then it's harder.
Right.
And we'll go and quick stop. So aft cyclic, lower collective, right pedal. And then level it out, keep the collective down, and then slowly bring it in to slow that descent. Nice. All right. And we've made it to the perfect spot to practice hovering. And we're going to turn the sun to our back so we're not sweating like crazy. There we go. Alright, so pick a target. I'm going to slowly give you the controls.
Alright.
And have you hover. Try to loosen up this arm a little bit. There you go.
Sorry.
Because I'm pulling against you right now. If I were to let go, we go that way.
Oh.
So try to keep that cyclic nice and in the center. Try not to tend to pull it to the right. It's very common. Just try to fight that tendency to pull to the right.
Right.
So I'm going to slowly give it to you, and I want you to focus mostly on keeping the helicopter flat. Right, so don't let it roll right or left, and try not to let the nose dip down or up. And just try and keep your eyes outside, and then reference the console and the windshield where your flat point is. It's okay if we move a little bit, just try and keep it flat. Alright? I'll give you over the controls. There you go.
Oh.
Good correction there, nice.
Oh.
A little too much, that's alright. I'm going to bring you back over to the middle.
Yeah, this hovering is hard.
It is, man, yeah. There is kind of a click point though, which is cool. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, I just realized I'm doing this. Alright, so try to keep that cyclic right there. So try not to move it at all from right here. And then just make little smooth corrections.
Oh. Yep.
I'm going to nudge you back over this way. Alright, right there. Little smooth corrections.
Oh, I want to take off. Yeah, keep on.
That's alright. So I'm noticing you're doing almost the same thing every time, so I'm going to try and help you stop that.
Okay.
So what's going on is...
Is this guy coming in from?
No, he's taking off.
Oh, okay. I'm pushing forward.
You're pushing forward ever so slightly, but then what's happening? Oh, there, a little bit of wind gust probably. There we go. So you're gently drifting forward and you correct it by pulling up, and then you see the nose come up and you push forward to correct for that, and then you end up in this profile.
Right, right.
So let's...
I just want to rock forward or go forward or...
So just remember, what I would do maybe is just, if you're drifting forward, you pull up a little bit, wait a little bit before pushing back forward. So try and just see, because you almost had a perfect correction there, because on the last one, we went forward a little bit, and then you brought the nose up, and we were fine, but I think you saw it come up a little bit, and then you pushed forward again.
Right, I think that's exactly what happened.
So I would just wait a little bit longer to see if the correction you made is, has taken effect. All right, so we're here, we're looking out. So we got that forward dip, so bring the nose up, and a little bit left, and then wait. Don't let it come back down again. Oh, I'm gonna help you come back this way.
Didn't go left enough.
I wish we had like a big soccer field to do this in, because then I'd let you go crazy. It's just with this big drop-offs right here.
Oh yeah, no, definitely,
yeah,
definitely.
This is a nice spot because we have asphalt, and the asphalt creates really good ground effect.
Right.
The grass doesn't do quite as good of a job.
And Auburn traffic calling 8065, Mike is 8 miles west. And
there you go.
Yeah, active right now.
So keep bringing it back.
They're using 25 at Auburn.
Oh, taking off.
That's all right. All right, we'll do a couple more rounds of hovering. And let's try this here, actually. Now, there's definitely a little bit of an occasional wind gust.
Auburn traffic, this is 93 Yankee, left crossing 25, Auburn.
Alright, so we're going to go down to about 17 inches of power. And I'm going to have you pick us up. And you know that two-stage pickup that I was talking about?
Yeah.
So yeah, find that happy spot where the helicopter wants to come up straight. So pull the collective up a little bit, and if we move a little bit, stop pulling collective and fix it.
And Auburn traffic calling 8065, Mike is on a 6-mile extended downwind, left downwind runway.
Alright, so we got a little bit of drift to the right and a little bit of rotation left. So a little less left pedal. There you go. And a little bit over here with the cyclic. Alright, now squeeze it up a little more. We still have some right drift. So that right there is what's causing us to go that way when you're hovering.
Right.
So what we're trying to do is just build the sense in your brain for where the middle is. So let's bring the cyclic actually right about here.
Okay. Oh.
Alright, then we just need a little more left pedal. And then you're pulling me back to the right again, so bring us left. That's alright. It's super common. I don't know why. I probably did the same thing. I don't really remember though. But I remember going all over the place hovering, that's for sure. Alright, so looking outside, if we're holding the cyclic right here, try not to move it from this position. There you go.
Oh, too much.
There you go. Oh yeah.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 1593 Yankee, simulated engine out, 25 Auburn.
Where are we going?
Oh.
I like how you're being gentle with your corrections. But when, and when we swing up like that, you know, with that high nose or a low nose like this,
Gotta give it a little more.
you do have to give it a little more, but the other thing that we're training is your recognition of movement.
All right.
So it would have been a small correction if you noticed the nose coming up sooner. But again, since this is just your second flight, that's part of what we're building as well, is the mental ability to notice these things a little sooner. So there we go. Let's try and keep us nice and flat, and we'll just taxi slowly back down the taxiway here.
Oh.
There you go, not bad. Little corrections.
You can tell when I'm starting to get hot when we're working. The windows are starting to fog out.
Yep.
Auburn traffic says 938, keep short final 25.
Slow it down a little bit. That'll make it a little easier. Helicopter won't want to climb on you, so we'll try and keep about this pace. And just keep looking out down the center line of the runway. And try not to let that nose drop that much. Just keep it pretty much flat. Because even though we're maintaining some forward speed, we're really not keeping the nose down because we're not trying to take off.
All right.
There you go.
I feel like I need to give it like a right pedal. Oh. Come on over.
Oh, don't go back to the right. There.
Oh.
You keep pulling me there.
Yeah, my bad.
That's all right. That's all good. I think it's just kind of a natural, you know, kind of tense to pull that way.
Right.
Auburn traffic says 93 Yankee, clear 25, Auburn.
There you go.
Auburn traffic, Skyline 065 Mike, turning left base, runway 25, Auburn.
Oh.
I think someone has a stuck mic.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, I'm going to help you out a little bit here.
Alright. Final runway 25, full stop, Auburn.
But yeah, not bad.
Kind of rocking it up and down the...
That's alright. That's part of learning it.
Boy, it fogs up real quick in here, huh?
Oh yeah. My instructor used to yell at me, "Quit fogging up my windshield." I'm sorry, I'm focusing.
Right? Trying to focus and you're getting a little nervous or...
Yep. Especially when the temperatures get a little lower and
Right.
the humidity is high, you know, in the wintertime.
Oh, yeah.
It fogs up pretty easily. Yeah, it happened this morning with my student. She's fairly new and she gets a little nervous.
Uh-huh.
It's funny because my windshield was totally clear, hers was totally fogged up.
Like mine?
Yeah, she's like, "Is that normal?" I was like, "I can see, I don't know what you're talking about." I was like, "Yeah, we just got to get moving forward a little bit and then it'll clear up."
Because when it's like the wind will cool off the window or something, and like...
Yeah, it dries out on the inside. It's the lack of airflow in the cabin that's what causes that. All right, and then we roll it down. Now that we're full down collective, 75.
Auburn traffic, Skyline.
Switch off the governor for me. Thank you. Cyclic friction on. That's the car beat. There you go.
Are you going to go ahead? You can go ahead, sir. Thanks.
And I apologize, I should have had you do it the other way. So I should have had you do collective friction first and then cyclic.
And you push back on this little white thing?
Yep, all the way back.
Open traffic.
I'll turn on the AC.
Yankee, right. Departing runway 25, open.
All right, so now let's get out that checklist again.
All right, shut down. Collective down, RPM 70-75%, friction on.
Okay.
Cyclic and pedals neutral, friction on.
Okay.
CHT drop, throttle closed.
All right, so we're waiting to see noticeable drop on the cylinder head temp.
Okay.
So once we can tell that it's dropping, then we can close the throttle. But until then, we'll keep it 70 to 75 RPM.
And that's just twisting the throttle all the way down, or down further.
Yeah. All right, so I can tell that it started to drop.
Right.
So we can go ahead and just roll it all the way off. So go ahead and roll it off.
Am I going the wrong way?
There you go. There, and you can feel it kind of stop And you can check if it's all the way off by going into that little spring.
Oh, okay.
You feel that? How it like springs back?
Right.
So that's fully off. And then what's next?
Clutch switch, disengage.
Alright, so go ahead and pull the cover off and disengage the switch. Okay, and then wait 30 seconds. We've got a timer going here.
Oh, does that automatically start up or?
No, I started it when we
took off?
When we took off, yeah. Because the clock doesn't work and my watch died, so I have to use something to be able to judge roughly an hour.
Mixture off. So you wait 30 seconds and then you turn the fuel off?
Yeah, so after 30 seconds, after disengaging the clutch, then we pull the mixture to lean and it cuts the engine off.
So you pull it up?
Yep, so pull the guard and grab the button and pull it up all the way till it stops. Okay.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 15.
And what's next?
Yankees, upwind 25.
Alternator switch off.
Okay, alternator off.
Magneto's off.
Alright, key all the way to off.
0503 is about 8 miles.
Avionics off.
Alright, so radio off.
35.
And then GPS off is that little one on the bottom left. And the transponder's automatic. So.
And it says mixture guard back on mixture.
Okay, you already did, good.
Wait 30 seconds, apply rotor brake.
Okay, we can take our headsets off as well.
All right.